We all have that moment when we look back a long way down the road and ask ourselves, what was going through my mind when I did that? This particularly happens a lot in social media. If you look back at the posts you wrote about 8 to 10 years ago on Facebook, you might have trouble believing that it was actually you. But these things are also an indication of how much more mature we've become over the years. So while we are growing and becoming more mature every day, those old posts are still there questioning our digital personality. Now, we can't travel back in time to undo certain actions in real life, but we can do that in the digital world by deleting our older posts. So all the posts and uploads that does not reflect on our current personality or does not shape our digital personality the way we want it to be shaped, we should remove all of them while we can. In fact, if we don't remove these posts, they can come back and cause problems for us in the future. The reasons why we should delete uncomfortable posts are, well, first of all, it's for our own safety. If we keep things on the internet that don't actually represent the kind of person we are now, that can be harmful for us as these information can be misused by other people. Moreover, these kind of information can create a negative image about ourselves that can ultimately hurt our job prospects. Since information is easily available these days, with the help of the growing internet, many companies today like to do a reality check on a person's actual personality and match it with what they said in their CV or resume before hiring them. Sometimes, even before handing out your visa, they might do a quick check if you ever said anything irrational about a certain country or if you were ever an extremist. So, if your older actions do not reflect on the person you are now, then you should consider deleting them. Lastly, our older posts are an incorrect representation of ourselves that can be used against us. People who dislike you or want to do harm to you can dig up old and sensitive information and try to use it against you. And by leaving these information available on the internet, you are creating a path for them to do just that. So we should remove all the old and unnecessary posts, photos, and videos that are available in the internet for our own betterment. Next, we'll talk about the differences between security and privacy. While many of us think they are the same thing, there are very important differences that we need to be aware of. When we say privacy, we mean to protect the user identity. On the other hand, security means protecting any kind of data. To elaborate, if someone was trying to steal my personal information without my consent, that would be considered as privacy invasion. And security can be considered as protecting data from any kind of threat, such as different malware or viruses. This brings us to the second point. Privacy is the state of being free from unwanted attention and secret surveillance, while security is the state of being free from potential threats or dangers. So protecting our privacy means to stay safe from people secretly spying on us. And on the other hand, security means protecting our data from potential threats or dangers. Which brings us to the last point. Privacy means the freedom from intrusion and prying eyes, and security is the freedom from external forces. We have to keep in mind that it is possible to have security without privacy, but it's impossible to have privacy without security. So if we have protection for some of our data, but not for our user identity, then that means we have some sort of security, but absolutely no privacy. So privacy can fall within security, but security does not fall inside privacy. We covered a lot in this chapter, and hopefully the things you learned here will help you live a better and more protected digital life. If you have any queries or want to start a discussion, there's a discussion box down below, or you can reach out to your instructor during the live classes. So let's end it here for today. See you next time.